Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world. So, if you would like to know more about Unity and New Thought and how Unity Center of Peace fits in with that, I invite you to our next Pathways to Community class. I'll see you there. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world. So, if you would like to know more about Unity and New Thought and how Unity Center of Peace fits in with that, I invite you to our next Pathways to Community class. I'll see you there. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world. So, if you would like to know more about unity and New Thought and how Unity Center of Peace fits in with that, I invite you to our next Pathways to Community class. I'll see you there. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world. So, if you would like to know more about unity and New Thought and how Unity Center of Peace fits in with that, I invite you to our next Pathways to Community class. I'll see you there. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world. So, if you would like to know more about unity and New Thought and how Unity Center of Peace fits in with that, I invite you to our next Pathways to Community class. I'll see you there. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world. So, if you would like to know more about Unity and New Thought and how Unity Center of Peace fits in with that, I invite you to our next Pathways to Community class. I'll see you there. Hi, it's Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen here at Unity Center of Peace. I'm out on the back deck. And if you've been coming here for a while, you know that we are a loving, supportive community. We believe in being there for each other, both spiritually and practically. We know that when we connect with that source of the divine within us and really practice the presence, really practice that connection to our heart with spirit and with others, that it transforms our lives and we become a positive presence in the world. We radiate that love out into the world.
I would say take a seat, but, well, yeah, I guess you can take a seat. We used to stand up for the first song, but as usual, we are starting with an attitude of gratitude. So follow along. The lyrics are in your handout there. And we'll start with 4 thank yous. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day, this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, this wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day, this wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, this healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, thank you. You may be seated and welcome to Unity Center of Peace. Yeah, on this rainy day, rainy, cozy day. Good to be indoors with you all. Good to be here in the invitation to open our hearts and our consciousness and really play in this energy of love together. Right? I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, if you're new, and to my left is the wonderful Oswaldo Mora, who is going to anchor us in his fabulous meditation and all the other ways that he anchors us in deeply in spirit. And we want to say hello to those of you joining us online on YouTube or Facebook. Hello. Good to have you here. If you would just say hello or hi or whatever in the chat, and then we feel like we're connected. All right, so let's just take a moment, and as Oswaldo lights the divine light candle, just honoring that sacred element of fire, which we'll be talking about today. Breathing that in, and I invite you to say with me our opening invocation, which is on that buff sheet in the seat back in front of you, if you don't know that yet. Let's take a moment to find that. And connecting deeply with our heart, breathing there for a moment. And together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Just breathe that in for a moment. Feel the energy of that growing inside. The energy of love, the energy of eternal, divine wholeness that is right here and available to us in this moment. We give thanks for that awareness, and so it is.
And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms of love.
Good morning, everyone. Sunday, celebration day. So I'm going to invite you to celebrate your presence all by yourself. Leave everybody else in the places that they belong. You are here. So bring yourself here and stay with you. This is the beginning of all the things. Jesus says, I am the beginning and I am the ending. So you are the beginning and you are the ending. You are your beginning, you are your ending. I invite you to bring yourself here. Let's take a deep, deep breath. As deep as you can. Close your eyes and surrender. That is the magic word, surrender. If I want to experience the divine power in me, The only thing that I have to do is to surrender to it. Recognizing that the power, divine power, is in me. The life that I experience is in me, is divine. Take a deep, deep breath and feel yourself. Feel yourself experiencing your presence. Anything that you have in your mind as a pending, just let go. You will pick it up later. Now it's about you, your presence. There to be with you, to support you, to sustain you. That's the beginning. I am the beginning. I am is the beginning. Breathe and flow. Breathe and flow. Breathe and flow. Keep flowing. Keep flowing. Let everything move in the direction that corresponds. Open your hands. When you open your hands, you are flowing. And the only thing that can flow from your heart are blessings. Opening your hands, you are free of resistance. In the flow of blessings. Be in the flow of blessings. I am in the flow of blessings. I am in the flow of blessings. I am in the flow of blessings. Blessings everywhere. I am a blessing as you are. I am a blessing as you are. Keep breathing, flowing, recognizing that you are a blessing as I am. I am a blessing as you are. Now I invite you to imagine the ones that are a blessing in your life. all those who you consider are a blessing in your life. Let them know by saying their names that they are a blessing in your life. Marlene, you are a blessing in my life. Andres, you are a blessing in my life. Say their names. Let them know that they are a blessing in your life.
Frank Gonzalez.
You are a blessing in my life. You are a blessing in my life. Breathe and feel. What is the meaning of being a blessing? As I am a blessing. Somebody is a blessing in my life. I am somebody's blessing too. We are flowing this river of blessings. Breathe. Breathe. Feeling the blessing that you are. Being the blessing, experiencing the blessings. Sharing what you are. What would you share if you are a blessing? Blessings. Take a deep, deep breath. And bring yourself here. Bring yourself here. Knowing, recognizing that you are a blessing. And everybody else around you is a blessing as well. Everyone. Everyone. Let's take a deep breath. Exhale and come here. Come here. And invite you to find in the faces of your neighbor the blessings. Turn, see the faces, see it, see it, see it. We are all a blessing. That's what we are. We are a blessing. Ooh, we share our blessings. So what I'm holding here also is part of the process of being a blessing. So let's pray over this prayer request, knowing that everything that has been written in these papers is already done. It's already there. Why? Because it comes from a blessing. Our hearts is only blessed. Everything. Knowing that everything here in this box is coming from spirit to spirit, we recognize that the power of love is manifesting, guiding all of these requests into be done, materialized, manifested in the name of the divine in us. Amen. Breathe again. I want to feel you here. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you went. So please walk with me with vision and mission. These very important points in our community because this give us the goal. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in heart with our others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is.
And where I stand, God is standing strong. Where I breathe, God is breathing life in and out and through me, as me. Where I sing, God is, and where I dance, joy lifts my feet. Where I live, beauty's flowing free, in and out and through me, as me. For where I down, God is a faith in me. And where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I seek, God is the answer. Here and now, forever and ever and ever. Where I speak, truth is. Where I work, love is my career. Where I play, God is playing boldly, in and out and through me, as me. Where I am, where I stand, where I play, where I work and breathe and move and be, where I sing, where I dance, my dance, my dance, wherever I go, where I pray and take and give and live. God is, God is, God is, God is.
Thank you, Karen Novi. That's perfect, right? That's kind of all we need. If we really get that, it's all we need. Yeah. We forget, though, huh? That's why we come here, to remind each other and ourselves. So last week we began our theme with our month with a theme, which is love, the month of February. And then after the service, I was talking to Maria, and she said, well, it's kind of more like a messy and magnificent love. And I said, yeah, I mean, if you were witnessed the talk last month, that's kind of what it is, right? We're talking about a messy and magnificent love. So I have amended the theme for this month. Messy and magnificent love. We are going to attempt to discover the magnificent love in the messiness and activate that, right? Activate that. So speaking of things with a dual nature, fire. You're like, what? Where'd that come from? So we know that fire can be incredibly destructive and dangerous and uncontrolled. It can do untold damage. It has taken out entire forests, killing numerous birds and animals and people, and, taken out entire towns. I mean, I'm thinking of that beautiful island of Maui and that historic town of Lahaina. I just like that, crazy. But as destructive, as horribly destructive fire can be when it's uncontrolled, we can also see that there's tremendous power within it that, once understood and harnessed, actually changed the course of human history. When we were able to do that, think of what we have been able to do since we harnessed fire, right? Provides warmth, light, extends our day. We have forged steel and fire and pottery, and we've powered things. We've powered locomotives for the first time so that, people had the option of actually moving from one place to another and have bringing goods from one place to another. Many, many other wonderful benefits of fire, right? So I want to take you on a little imaginary journey. Time traveling. Ready to go on a time traveling journey? Let's go way, way back in time. Like 1 million years ago. Almost 1 million years ago. And imagine you're in, sort of caveman days, right? Or we call it Homo erectus, or I think they're now discovering Neanderthals actually had the ability to do this too. So you're in one of these clans, right? And obviously, fire is your enemy. It destroys your habitat, it destroys your food, it threatens your life, right? And it's frightening because it's so unexpected. You don't know when it's going to happen. And, every time there's an electrical storm, you probably are shaking, trembling with fear because you think, well, maybe we've angered the gods and we're being punished or something. So the people were totally victims of the element of fire. Until one day, when somebody decided to take a smoldering ember from a recent fire that was close and bring it to the place that they're gathering. So like, dropping it into a pit, right? And maybe there's some dry leaves there, and then poof, there's a fire. And immediately, you all become aware of what a benefit that can be. It warms you, it extends the day. You can sit around the campfire and tell stories and sing and weave baskets, whatever they did. And then say you are eating the recent kill, maybe a woolly mammoth or something. Everybody's sharing the meat there, and then somebody drops the meat into the fire. Like, come on. Harry, really? So clumsy. And so Harry's like, whoa. And he picks up the meat from the fire and he starts eating it, right? He starts eating it. Like, oh, this is pretty good. That's pretty good. They're all sharing and all realizing how good that could be. But here, now, in this scenario, it's still, you don't have any control because you have to depend upon the fact that you're close to a recent fire that has not killed you all, right? So there's no control until one day, and I'm thinking it was a woman. Had to have been. Rubbing together two stones, probably sharpening something so she could cut the hides, right? Whatever, right? So she's rubbing them together, and maybe one of the stones is pyrite, which has the elements, it sparks easily. So she's rubbing it together, and suddenly, poof, She's like, oh, and she drops it maybe into, some dried straw or something like that. And then, voila. It is the one event that changes human history, right? Forever, the one event. Suddenly, you move from being victims to being victors. That is the concept that we're working with now. Let's go back into present time. So some of you know that the title of this talk is called Discovering Fire for a Second Time. And some of you know that comes from a passage that was written by Teilhard de Chardin, who was a Christian, thank you, like my French? He was a Christian mystic around the turn of the last century. He bridged the gap between religion and science because he was also a successful paleontologist. And in fact, he was one of the people responsible for the discovery of the Peking man, which was the bones in China that they found, which kind of advanced the whole concept of our human origins. But he was also a Jesuit priest. And he had a lot of interesting beliefs, and he believed that a divine force is guiding us all in a process of evolution to eventual awakening, which he called the omega point. It's interesting that you'd use that. I am the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the ending, to this omega point. And so, Catholic Church is not too happy with him, particularly since he starts questioning the whole concept of original sin. Now, he gets booted out, and his writings get suppressed. But some of them begin to resurface. And here is one where he says, someday, after mastering the winds, the waves, the tides, and gravity, we shall harness for God the energies of love. And then, for a second time in the history of the world, humanity will have discovered fire. And so he believed that this ability to harness the energies of love is just as much of a game changer as harnessing the energy of fire, which is saying something, Because most people think of love, as some fickle emotion that causes, or getting close to Valentine's Day. So either excitement or heartache, right? Can lead you to make some bad decisions, right? A lot of popular songs have been written about this. In fact, I think Taylor Swift created her entire career from this, right? We'll see her later. Tay-Tay. But, think of all the love songs in the world, right? It's all about that. And as we talked last week, though, love is so much more. It is so much more than a feeling, an emotion, and a need. It is a power. It is the power from which everything is created, from which everything flows. It's that divine love, intelligent essence that everything flows, that we are created out of. It is our essence. Love is our essence. But not many people know that, right? And fewer people really experience it. I'm guessing you do, though, that you've experienced it. You know and understand this deeper power of love, that it is this foundational essence of wholeness that undergirds the entire reality. It is the ultimate reality that is our core essence that moves us, this presence of love that is within us. You've experienced that. I remember last week we did together, we generated this power of love, this healing and attracting power of love. We generated it together here in the meditation after the talk, and then we sent it out to the world, right? And you could feel that. It was really palpable. Sending it out to the world. And boy, does the world need it. More than ever, you know. And I'm sure every generation thinks that, right? It's the worst of times. And, you know, but honestly, I mean, I think we might agree that we're kind of heading towards this tipping point. That if we don't change our way of being on a collective level, it might be game over, you know? We just don't seem to be able to have the will to make the changes that need to happen in order to slow down climate change and all of the other things, which I will not get into. But we know that there are challenges that we are facing. And so a lot of people are looking for answers. You know, where are the answers? And the way I see it, I kind of see two groups of people who are focused in kind of different places, but still looking for the answer, right? There are people, a group of people who look to a supernatural force for the answer. You know, when is the Messiah coming? Jews might ask. You know, when is the second coming actually going to happen? Christians might ask. Who is going to be the next incarnation of the Dalai Lama? Buddhists might ask. You know, where are the superheroes when you need them? Sci-fi fans might ask. You know, it's kind of this idea of it's beyond us, so we have to reach out here somewhere for the answer. So there's that camp. And then over here, there's another camp that's like, no, we need to use our brains. We need to figure this out with our intellect. We need to, you know, come up with solutions and create some formulas and figure it out. And then the problem is, you know, there's subgroups within this, and everybody thinks they got the solution. And so they have a position, they defend their position, and then it just gets further and further away. Where we might have a sense of, we feel like we're in control then, but we're getting further and further away from what it is we truly want, which is peace, which is creating a world that works for everyone. Isn't that what we want? And we can't get there with the intellect alone. And superhero is not going to save us. It's up to us, right? It's up to all of us. We are the next incarnation of the Dalai Lama. We're it, right? So we need to wake up and really get conscious and really develop our ability to look in the messiness and go underneath it, dive deeply underneath it to the heart, to the core, to that power of love, and then let that lead us. Let that lead us together to the solution, to the answer. What do you think? Yes. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, me too. And, you know, I think that's kind of what he's talking about. Discovering fire for a second time is to discover that we have the ability to change our thinking. We have the ability to change the kind of messy thoughts and the, fearful imaginings and the separation thinking, and to see it for what it truly is, which is an invention in our minds. It's an invention in our minds, and it's surface. And we can dive underneath that. We can see underneath that. We can go deeper into that transforming energy of love that really is the basis of everything. It's really the core of everything that exists. It is life energy. And then allow that to guide us, to bring us together and be the presence. It's really being in the presence of love. and deciding to be the presence of love. And so, how does this work in practice? Right? Sounds good, but how do you, like, in those moments where you're filled with fear and the negativity is kind of, working overtime, and you wake up at 4 a.m. Does anybody else do that? I don't know what it is about 4 a.m. There's something about that time. And when it happens at that time, it's like the fears kind of go crazy. And I know I wake up and then I start worrying about my children. And I start worrying about, I'm sure I missed something important. What was it? And then I start going through a whole list of things. And then I worry about the upcoming election. Oh my God. And I worry about the world and the planet. And then, so that's it. I'm up. Who's going back to sleep after that, right? So I have a choice in that moment. I can choose to allow that to run away, or I can choose in that moment to breathe through that messy thinking, to breathe through it. Okay, that's just on the surface of my mind. That's an invention of my mind. Is there something else? We talked about last week telling a different story. That's the story that my mind seems to be preoccupied with at the moment. Is there something else? And then, breathing through, connecting with the heart center, really connecting and opening to the presence of love. And in that awareness, then you realize that it is that energy that is guiding, and I'm opening to this, and it's knowing that it is guiding and protecting and inspiring my life and all of my loved ones. And then I relax into that. And then I realize that I am being guided by divine wisdom into all of my actions. And then I begin to realize that it's a healing energy that I can embrace and imagine my entire body experiencing. And so now that kind of thinking, now you're in a different kind of loop. And now those thoughts begin to repeat and broaden and expand as you get further into more of the truth of your being, right? So that's where we kind of want to head, into that place. And so this ability to, harness the awareness of love's presence just changes our whole thinking. It fills us with peace, and it changes the whole trajectory. And then we can allow our mind and our ego to be used by a higher love. This is key. We can actually ask for may my mind and my ego be used in service to a higher love. Let's affirm that together. May my mind and ego be used in service to a higher love. And now you've got this energy of love going. And then you go through your day and you share it with others. And they get it, and then they share it with others. And then they get it and they share it with others. And before long, you've got enough energy going. And you have enough people who are becoming aware so that you get a critical mass. Or maybe it's this idea of heading, we're all evolving towards that omega point. So that's where we want to head. We want to hold that idea together. And perhaps that is what Teilhard de Chardin meant when he said, when we harness the energies of love, we will have discovered fire for the second time. Yes? Yeah. Namaste.
Yes. I think the most important thing is to take a pause, right? When we're in fear, just pause for a moment. And you can choose love. You can decide love. And that becomes a habit. And it gets easier and easier. Is my decision. It's up to me to give up my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. No one else can make me forgive. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, yeah, God will show me. Decision right here and now. My decision right here and now.
Love is my decision right here, right now. Thank you, Reverend, for the message. It was a beautiful idea of creating fire for the second time. This little moment where this, of course, a woman take two rocks and create fire. Reverend Victoria says this little thing changed the world. And this is the moment where doing little things from our heart change our world, our reality. This is the moment where we support each other, support our community by giving. Giving is asking. Every time that we give something, we're letting know to the universe that I'm ready to keep the flowing of blessings. As we meditate today earlier with this guy, Osvaldo. So now is the moment that we're going to bless the instrument that we use to share, either your green card, your blue passport, no, I mean this, your envelope with cash, or your check, or your contribution. Whatever method you use is welcome. This is the moment where we bless our generosity, our open heart giving. So please hold in your hands the method that you choose to contribute and walk with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. So it is.
Power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
The power of love is here to create magic in the world, magic on earth, and here we are to bless our generosity. Please raise your hands and let's bless here from our hearts our generosity, because we love this community. We want to see it growing. We support each other in this, and we bless from our blessed hearts all this provision. And amen. Thank you. Prayer box. Thank you very much. Welcoming. No, you.
Yes. And by the way, Mary is taking out the prayer box. So if you'd like to have your prayer request prayed over during the service or by the prayer team, please go ahead and fill out one of the requests and put it in there. And also thank you, those of you online, for your donations as well, for clicking on the Donate Now button, because we know we're here for you. We know that you're here with us, and we're co-creating this experience together. So thank you. And if there is anybody here for the first time today, hopefully you got a packet of information handed to you on the way in. But if you haven't, raise your hand, and Mary will come by and put it there. Thank you. Yeah. Well, welcome. And there's a little sheet on the outside if you want to fill that out and return it back to one of the greeters, right? There we have a little something in there for you. And we have a little, excuse me, it's terrible. I've got this little cough drop in here because my throat was hurting. I'm trying to talk over it. We have some refreshments afterwards, so that's a good time to relax and get to know each other a little bit better. So thank you. Thank you all for being here and coming and bringing your open hearts and your willingness to grow and expand and share that love with all of us. Thank you. One more time, Karanoni.
And the amazing Andres on drums. Yes. I love that you said "Let Love Lead the Way," because that's the title of this song. And hopefully you'll join us towards the end. We're going to repeat that phrase over and over again. We're gonna let love lead the way. We're gonna let love save the day. In your darkest moments or on the brightest days, we're gonna let love lead the way. When I'm feeling down, and when I wanna be part of something bigger than me, love light my load. Let love lead the way. Gonna let love lead the way. We're gonna let love save the day. In the darkest moments or on the brightest days, we gotta let love lead the way. Yeah. Love, she wants to steer. Love can't step it up. Love, she has the keys. Love will drive the truck. There is no denying how it makes you feel when you open up and you let love take the wheel. Everybody sing, let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. Feel it, let love lead the way. Yeah. Let love lead the way. I can't hear you. Let love lead the way. Yeah, we're gonna now. Let love lead the way. Yeah, yeah. Every day, yeah. Let love lead the way. Yeah. Let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. Yeah. We're gonna let love save the day. Last time, here we go. In the darkest moments, so on the brightest days, gonna let love lead the way. Nice job.
Thank you, thank you. All right, we have a few things going on in this community aside from Sunday service, and I want to share a few of them with you, just highlight them, but it's all in your program and on our website, unitychapelhill.org, to find out more about it. But the first thing is we are celebrating Black History Month, and if you look in your program, you have every week we're going to feature two prominent individuals. And this week, thank you, Lena, for sharing this with me, Mae Jemison, who was the first African-American in space, right? She is a physician and an engineer and on a mission with NASA. And then on the back is Mildred Cotton Council. How many people went to Mama Dips when it was here? Yeah, she's the founder of Mama Dips. Pretty amazing. Yeah. Okay, so if you have an idea about somebody we should be celebrating, please contact me and we'll make sure that we get it in the program. Okay. And the second thing we want to talk about is Adult Game Night Mixer is this Thursday, February 13th at 6 o'clock. Tuesday, February 13th. That's the day before Valentine's Day. You're going to have an Uno attack. Okay. All right. And lots of fun. So contact Mel or Mary for more information about that. Okay. Pathways to Community. This is your last chance to sign up for Pathways to Community. So I am going to pass this around. Those of you who would like to have a deeper understanding of the concepts, the principles in unity that can really, when we really, it's that whole thing of harnessing, understanding and harnessing the principles that we are about here, that we're in the process of discovering. It can really transform areas of our lives. And not only that, but it creates this amazing community whenever we have had a class of people. Those people have gotten together and become fast friends. And we all are about supporting each other in every possible way and having an experience of community. So this is a class that if you're interested in membership, you need to have, but you don't have to become a member. You can just take it just for the the experience of the group and to learn more about what Unity is and Unity Center of Peace. So that's this Saturday at 1 o'clock. I'm facilitating it with Mel. Okay. Then next Sunday, anybody know what next Sunday is? It's a potluck. Yes, it's a wonderful potluck, our favorite thing. So make sure that you bring something that your favorite dish to share with others. And then after the potluck, what are we having? Everybody's forgot that part. There's the meeting after is the potluck, yeah. An annual meeting. So this is our opportunity to, well, we're going to elect, some members are going to elect new board members. It's our opportunity to really get a sneak peek at what's going to happen this year and to have your input. We want your input. What would you like to see? What's important to you? Please come and share your ideas, okay? And then we've got the week following, we're starting our book study group on nonviolent communication. This is the book by Marshall Rosenberg, and this is really how to communicate with authenticity and collaboration and from the heart. This is all communication from the heart. It's really heart-centered. And there's two ways to join the group. Chris Eagle is facilitating the one after the service on Sunday. And then I'm doing one online Monday night from 5 to 6:30 via Zoom. So 2 ways to get involved. There's sign-up sheets in the back, too. It's really very, it's an amazing set of skills that anybody can learn. Okay, so now 3-Minute Miracle is our opportunity to be with a trained prayer partner that can see whatever's going on in our lives from the highest possible place and create that shift in consciousness. That's the miracle, that shift in heart and the shift in consciousness. And today our prayer partner is Mel Karen. Will be available in 102, which is that last door on the left. And we've got these beautiful, Journey for Wellness, I'm not sure about that, huh? Okay, so these beautiful flowers here are provided by Anne-Marie Pete. Is Anne-Marie Pete here today? No, but she sent these beautiful, it's the beautiful orchids. Look at those, gorgeous, huh? Yeah, and this is in honor of her sister Susan, who is having some health challenges. So we'll all hold Susan in our prayers, and the flowers represent that. So thank you. The last thing is Gain Steer. You're facilitating the deeper dive discussion today? Yes. Okay, so grab a snack and your coffee and head on back to room 103, which is the last door on the right, to take these concepts that we were talking about today and, see where you are with them and go a little deeper with them. And this isn't on the program, but I just want to say, anybody notice this new painting here? This is my sister's. Yeah, and it's not an original, it's a giclée, which is like a print. The original is much bigger, but this is the one that I had in mind when she was passing. It really helped me with the idea of this transition from physical to spirit. Do you see the figure of this person that is kind of becoming transparent? If you look closely, you can see that. So I'm just really so happy to have that here gracing this beautiful place. All right, thank you. We got some children back there. So, yes, Marie wants me to mention, thank you, the parking lot, the driveway. A lot of people have said, really, you fixed that? Because sure doesn't feel like it. It's just as bumpy as ever. I want you to know that the board realizes this, and they know it, and they are on top of it, and we're going to make it right. Okay, so hang in there with us. Thank you. All right, so let's bring in the kids.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, beam of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I
Good morning. Hello, I'm Shannon. The youth director. We have had too much cuteness today, so I think Dolores and I are going to have to fan ourselves. The big thanks to Dolores for helping out today. Big, huge thanks to Michael Newton for covering last week, so just make sure and put props out there. Today we, besides being overwhelmed with cuteness, we tried to talk about the power of strength. This month we're working on power cards or strength cards that we can take home. Think of Pokemon type cards, so that's pretty fantastic. And I have an example if you want to know what we're doing. We also explored what made us feel strong. So for some of us, it's our dress. For some of us, it was and the other question was, how do we know when we trip and fall, how do we know to get back up and have that strength? And they kind of just said, you just get up. So, yep. And we played and read books, and that was super awesome. And we're going to continue looking at the power of strength and continuing to have fun. We're looking for volunteers if you're missing a little bit of cuteness in your life. Upstairs is a great place to come and experience it. So reach out to me. I'll try and rope a few of you in. And that's where we're at. Thank y'all.
All right, let's bless these children and the children everywhere with our blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we, the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, wonderful. Go on back, everybody. Let's stand and say our prayer of protection with I am statements. And then sing our peace song. All right, take a hand if you have the option to take a hand or not. And this is on your on that butt sheet too if you're not. Let's take a deep breath in. The love of God surrounds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some way, we encourage you to support what we offer here at Unity Center of Peace by making your donation now. And thank you. Hi. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some way, we encourage you to support what we offer here at Unity Center of Peace by making your donation now. And thank you. Hi. If this video has inspired you, opened your heart, expanded your consciousness, filled you with hope, empowered you in some